Are you all having a good time this morning?
Yes!
I was too until about a few seconds ago. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gavin, and I've been friends with Chris and Stu for about 4 years now. I first met them when a group of us went to a murder mystery night at an old manor house in Kent. Don't laugh. I'm going to look this way. We were undoubtedly the most raucous group there. And although I don't remember a huge amount about the evening, I do remember that we got charged for smoking in our rooms, and we somehow managed to set our table on fire. Unlike in traditional wedding speeches, which are full of sexual innuendo, I promised Stuart that if there was anything even slightly risque, I'd whip it out immediately. Laughter already, you're going to be a really easy crowd to please. Quick sip of drink. Now, I was really chuffed when Stu asked me to best man, but as gradually as the day approached, I started to panic. It's not easy trying to write a speech when it's supposed to be funny, but so many subjects are out of bounds. And I think that he did that deliberately just so I'd have to say a lot of nice things about him, which I will do, but through gritted teeth. And we have a very close circle of friends, many of whom are here today. And it got me thinking recently about what it was that makes us such good friends. And there was an e-card that was making its way around Facebook a couple of months ago, and it said, "Friendship must be based on a solid foundation of alcohol, sarcasm, inappropriateness, and shenanigans." And I think that sums up our friendship really well, particularly the sarcasm. Quick sip of drink. Okay. Knowing them both as I do, I thought I'd share with you some of my observations about them, and I'll start with this guy first. You'll know that he's incredibly well organised. Everything he does is meticulously planned. He's already told me I can't go over 10 minutes, and if I do... Sorry. He's already told me I can't go over 10 minutes, and it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a stopwatch on me now.
New watch.
Can it stop? He's even got Tim and I matching best man socks, see? Stuart is also a terrible hypochondriac. He's always got an itch or a twinge that he thinks means something more than it actually is. He definitely gives Dot Cotton a good run for her money. He loves taking pictures and is actually not a bad photographer. So when he and Chris go away together, he likes to take a lot of pictures of the places that they visit. He's also produced a few of his own photo books, but based on their trips away. Wrong card. A year or so ago, he produced one of these photo books about his granddad and the time that he served in the Second World War. It was a project close to his heart and one which he took on with great enthusiasm. He showed me the end result, which I found really interesting to read. Now, on to Chris. Where do I start on this one?
You've got 10 minutes, Gavin.
Well, still. Well, Chris has got the quickest wit out of anyone I know. He's incredibly funny, and not just to look at. He can also come out with the most sarcastic one-liners. And if you've ever seen some of the Facebook posts between him and Stuart, you'd be forgiven for thinking that they didn't actually like each other. The other thing about Chris are his fads. He's always going on one mad diet or another. He stops smoking every other week, and I can't count the number of times I've heard him say, "I'm not going to drink wine in the week anymore." Suffice to say, it never lasts very long. I've been ribbing Chris quite a lot recently about his thinning hairline. So it wouldn't surprise me if his next fad is related to growth. Am I that bad? Sadly, Chris's mum couldn't be here today, but you will have seen her picture as you came in, just over there. I'm sure that she would be extremely happy and proud of Chris today, and so pleased that he'd chosen to spend his life with someone special like Stu. Both of them love their family and really enjoy spending time with their nephews. It was really important for them to have Jack and Cameron involved today. And don't you think they did a really good job as page boys?
Yeah.
Shall we give them a round of applause? Now, there is also one individual who isn't here today, and that's because she wasn't invited, despite a lot of protests from her. She's a bit of a character, so I asked her to send in a telegram, which I'll read out to you now. They've got to know her really well over the last 4 years. It's from my alter ego, called Maria, Countess de Beauvoir. Excuse me. I need a drink for this.
So do I.
My dear Chris and Stu, I can't be with you today as I'm currently resting at the Priory Clinic, West London. The food is dreadful, the service appalling, and the medical staff ask the most impertinent questions. Worst of all, there is no bar. But I did manage to smuggle in 2 bottles of gin disguised as a pair of Pat Butcher's earrings. Despite all this, the grounds of the clinic are delightful, and I've spent many a happy hour in the garden with the ladies. Anyway, enough about me. By the time you read... Got that one in. Anyway, enough about me. No more laughing, please. Anyway, I'm not looking at him anymore. Enough about me. By the time you read this telegram, you'll be Mr. and Mrs. Wyatt West. West Wyatt. West Wyatt. What a ridiculous name. It sounds like a character from Calamity Jane. One more sip. It's almost done. I've known you both now for 4 years. Over that time, you have remained committed. And now here I am in the Priory, after being committed under Section 2 of the Mental Health Act. Seriously, I wish you many happy years together, and look forward to seeing you at Ruby's Lunchbox soon. Your good friend, Maria Countess de Beauvoir, née Shoreditch, née Feltham. So now, with that out of the way, that just leaves me the task of, toasting the happy couple. Has everyone got a drink?
Yeah.
Now, I read somewhere that a partnership is not just about finding someone that you can live with, but it's finding someone that you can't live without. Or in their case, someone who travels a lot. So please, do a toast.
No. That's water. You got one of yours.
Water. There's water. You can do your toast. So please, if you'd all like to join me in raising your glasses to Chris and to Stuart, the happy couple. To Chris and Stuart. Almost broke.